Cotswold Way.
It's 8:30 a.m.
Yep.
We've just left Tormarton behind and our best Western hotel.
And our best friend at the reception.
Oh, she
We
was
should have got her
nice.
name, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
So shout out to the lady at Best Western. We had a spider in our bathroom.
Oh my god, it was so big. And it I thought it was dead. It was just curled up in the corner of the bathroom.
It was sleeping.
It was sleeping.
But it awoke in the night and it moved. And it was above the toilet, so we were scared of going to the loo just in case it dropped on our
I
head.
went to the toilet by reception because I was too scared to use the toilet in that room. But anyway.
But we had a breakfast. We shared some scrambled eggs on toast.
I had Frosties.
It filled a hole. And now we're back on the trail. And at the moment the weather is looking bright and dry, a bit cloudy but dry.
There's supposed to be showers rolling in today.
Yeah, we're worried about the rain, so we're going to try and get a move on this morning to try and walk when it's dry. And yeah, our next village or place of importance is Old Sodbury.
Yeah. And we're heading to Wotton-under-Edge today.
Yes, that
Which
is our final
hopefully is
destination.
about 15 miles.
Yeah, so
Maybe a bit less.
should be a nice day. Hopefully without the rain. About 3 miles in?
Yeah, 3 miles in.
3 miles in, and we got to a field where there were some cows blocking the path, and they were they're quite young, so they were quite curious, and it scared me a little bit. Lauren was just like, come on, let's just walk through.
Well, they were then blocking the trail, so then you actually physically couldn't get through.
Yeah, and then we met this guy who was carrying a Sainsbury's bag.
I'm going in the Vagabond.
Okay, basically it threw us and we got a bit lost, and basically we sent him
well, we didn't send him, he sent himself, I just want to say.
Oh, what's that? It's a dead little vole.
Oh yeah.
Oh, just a little dead little mousy vole thing. Anyway,
it threw us. And
threw
anyway,
us.
he sent us off on a wild goose chase.
And then I got the right path, right? Didn't I?
Okay, I got a few cows actually.
Anyway, we're on the right track. It hasn't really rained.
We've had a few spits.
We've had a few spits, but which is great news. And yeah, where's our next stop, Long?
Well, we're just currently walking around an old fort.
Currently walking around an old fort. Do you know what the fort is called?
It's called Little Sodbury Camp.
Little Sodbury Camp. I'm guessing. Proud of you.
It's a large Iron Age multi-vallate hill fort in the Cotswolds.
Say that again.
It is it's one of the finest examples of a large Iron Age hill fort in the Cotswolds.
Ooh.
There we go. Can't see our pal.
So yeah,
maybe we'll catch up later.
We're going to carry on and see where the wind takes us. We're just stopping for another flapjack as a little break. What have we got next?
Chocolate fudge.
Chocolate fudge.
Yeah.
Alright, you try. Give it a score out of 5. So you rated the honeycomb one
A 4.
a 4.
Yeah. I'm gonna split this one because we had a bit of beef yesterday, didn't we?
Yeah, I think Lauren got annoyed that I was eating it all.
Oh dear. I've not done this very evenly.
Okay, well you try it first. Why don't we have a bite of that half and a bite of the other half? What do you rate it?
Nice. I don't think as good as yesterday.
Oh, I like it.
What do you think? Better than the Rocky Road honeycomb. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Sharon's caring.
I would rate it a 4 out of 5.
I think I'll go 3. It is really nice though. 3.5.
3.5? I'm going 4.
There's quite a lot of ingredients in it.
They're not very good for you. They're good for hiking. Okay, so just having a little break, and then we think there's a pub that might do some lunch, which is about 2.5 miles away. So we're going to try and crack on and get there and see how we feel.
Or at least a tea.
Yeah, something. A little summer. But yeah, the sun is shining.
Yeah.
No major rain so far. So we are off to a good second day.
We're 5.3 miles in. We've probably got 2 to the pub.
So we've only done half a mile since we got on our log.
Well, I think we've done nearly a mile.
Oh, okay.
And it's nearly 11. So we might get to the pub for 12. Day 2 is done. We're currently in Wotton-under-Edge where we're staying tonight in the Swan Hotel. which is really nice. We had dinner downstairs in the pub this evening with 6 Dutch people, and I actually live in the Netherlands, so I could kind of understand what they were talking about, and
I could not.
we had a little conversation with them, which is really nice. They were just over from the Netherlands to finish off the Cotswold Way, which they had started 6 years ago, so they were just doing the last few days. That was really nice.
Yeah, no, it was nice.
And they were heading south. Actually, one of the things that we've kind of come to realise is that we're kind of doing it the wrong way, or that most
not the wrong way.
Well, most people do it north to south, and we're doing it south to north.
Just the not the preferred.
Well, just not the most
route.
popular, maybe.
No, I do wonder why people tend to do it from north to south, not south to north. But maybe it's because you finish in Bath at the end, and maybe it's a bit more grand.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's true. Maybe.
But yeah.
But no, today's been a bit of a funny day.
It's been a hard day.
The weather's been fine actually. The weather has stayed relatively dry. We had a few showers, but the forecast scared us a little bit. But actually, it was fine. We didn't get wet at all, really. Like I said, there were a few showers.
No. We were undercover quite a lot of the way. It's quite wooded.
Yeah.
Which was
And there was also sunny spells, so that
Yeah.
was good. We got a little bit lost, and we met a herd of cows.
Oh yeah, we've nicknamed him Vagabond. We kept on seeing. Well, no, actually, we saw him. He passed us whilst we were having a really big rest,
Yeah.
and then
We met him when we met the cows.
Then we met him again. He walked past and he was like, "Oh, you found the way." And we were like, "Yep, you found the way too." Yep, and then off he walked.
And then we saw him again at the pub we had lunch at, where he was charging his things.
Yeah, and then he left the pub first, and then we left the pub, and then we saw him walking back the opposite way, and we're like, "Where are you going?"
But yeah, then we never saw him
And
again.
then we never saw him. But anyway.
So we don't know where he is tonight. But yeah, it's been a bit of a funny old day. I have been quite sad. I've got a few life things going on, so it just felt quite overwhelming today. And there were a few tears.
Yeah, and also the camera, for some reason, went into slow motion settings, so a lot of our footage is slow motion, and then also
When fixing that,
the audio stopped, so a lot of our chatty videos won't be in this video because there's no sound.
Yeah, so the camera didn't pick
Yeah.
up us talking to it.
But we fixed that. I had a few frustrations.
You had a bit of a meltdown.
Technology, when it doesn't work, is the worst thing, and not knowing how to fix it is also very frustrating. So
But you've managed to fix it.
we fixed it, so hopefully it'll all be fine, and we're not touching the settings.
Tomorrow. Never again. So yeah, sorry if this vlog isn't as good as a result, because we A, didn't get as much footage, and B, the footage that we did get didn't have any sound.
No.
But we go again tomorrow.
Hopefully there'll be some nice scenery shots in this. And it is, honestly, the Cotswold Way is beautiful.
Yeah, there's so many people doing it. It's way more popular than we thought.
Yeah, lots of Americans as well on the trail.
And yeah, foreigners, I'd say, yeah. German.
Wow. Yeah. Any German?
I think there was a German. The 3 people on the table opposite us were German.
Oh.
But yeah, there's lots of people walking it. It is really beautiful. So yeah, really recommend actually. The weather tomorrow's not looking great, but we're going to get up, have a light breakfast, and then do 8 miles to a place called Dursley, whilst the weather hopefully stays dry. And then we're going to get lunch in a cafe in Dursley. Then the weather is supposed to like literally chuck it down. Bearing in mind there's been no rain for about 3 weeks. Obviously the week that we decided to walk.
Yeah, there has been rain. You just haven't been there.
Oh, okay. There has been rain apparently, but I've been in the Netherlands. There's been no rain in the Netherlands for like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Anyway, the week that we walk the Cotswold Way, the week it decides to rain.
Yeah, but we have kind of missed the rain today, so
Thus
we're kind
far.
of hoping
Thus far.
luck will still be on our side for sure. But the rest of the week is meant to
Be drier.
be similar today, I think.
Yeah.
And hopefully, and it will get warmer as the week goes on. So
But if the
fingers
weather,
crossed.
yeah, fingers crossed. But if the weather is terrible tomorrow afternoon, there is a bus that we can get.
But that's last resort. I think we should walk in the rain. Personally.
Well, let's see what the rain is like. It's
have
also
done it
rain and
before.
windy, and we're going to be on a ridge.
Not for the whole day.
No, not for the whole
We
day.
kind of needed the rain day to be this day because we were like completely under
Not
forest.
necessarily completely.
Most of it though.
It was undercover, maybe.
Well, anyway,
We'll see what tomorrow
Can't change
brings,
the
but hopefully it's a better day tomorrow because, yeah, today was, like I said, a bit of a challenge.
yeah. But we're gonna have a good night's sleep.
Yeah,
And
we go again tomorrow.
yeah. Good
Night,
night,
guys.